Okay, hey guys, it's been like a while since I've recorded a video. It's been 3 months, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'm sick, as you can hear it in my voice. And the topic I want to talk about with you today is a topic I last picked up about 2 years ago. It's AmberLynn Reid. Back in the day, I promised that I'd make a follow-up video with a more deep dive into the situation about AmberLynn, but I never did that because I got frustrated and never finished filming it, never edited it. On the note of editing, this video will be unedited and I'll be uploading it straight from my phone because I'm filming on my phone. I have no idea where my camera is. My room is a mess. We have wool right there. This is my bookshelf. I'm sitting here. I hope you don't mind me crocheting, but I really want to finish this blanket. I've been working on it since February, and it's massive, right? But not big enough. I want it bigger. So I'll be working on this. And we're going to talk about AmberLynn. Like, the last thing I think we talked about was the breakup from Becky, which was new at the time that I made this video. Like, it was what, 3 months old or something. So we have to talk about that. AmberLynn. AmberLynn, if you don't know, is this big YouTube channel. No, she's not big. Like, she is big, but her YouTube channel isn't that big. But she has this magic power of sucking people in and not letting her go. Which is pretty interesting if you ask me, because she's not that interesting as a person. But then she, again, is. Like, her content is nontent. If you have no idea what nontent is someone just doing nothing. Like, literally, she's doing nothing and uploads it and makes some money from that. I'm doing nothing here as well, but I'm not getting money from that video. I'm not monetized. I'm not big enough to get monetized. I don't want to earn money from YouTube. I just want to do that as a funny thing that I'm picking up once in a while, if I remember that I like to do that. But AmberLynn is this YouTube creator from the United States. She's now living in Oklahoma, lived in Kentucky for like 6 years or something, and she's been on YouTube for 10 years. This year, she's been a decade on YouTube, and she started her channel as a weight loss journey channel, and since then she gained like 250 pounds. Her heaviest weight is 572.4 pounds, which is about 250 kilograms, plus minus. Like, I'm not converting pounds to kilograms in my head. I would need a calculator for that. I have no idea where my calculator went, so we're not getting the kilogram. I think she's about 5'4", which is 1.60 m, and her BMI is through the roof, like it's in the 100s. You're being categorized as obese with a BMI over 30. Then you're obese, and morbidly obese is, I think, over a BMI of 36. Overweight is from a BMI, oh god, of 26 to 30. That's overweight, and 30 to 36 is obese, and that is morbidly obese. So she's really overweight, like, really. And we stopped talking about AmberLynn on this channel we first and then stopped talking about AmberLynn on this channel when she broke up with Becky. Becky was her partner. They were together for like 4 years. They were engaged, and then Becky decided to break up with AmberLynn because it was better for their mental health and their whole situation, because they struggled with their mental health for like a while. And then Becky broke up with AmberLynn and was free, and AmberLynn never let that go. Like, she talked about Becky for a whole 2 years after the breakup and threw mud on Becky because Becky left AmberLynn, and as I said, AmberLynn is morbidly obese. She was bedridden for like the whole 2019, and she had cancer, and she blamed that cancer on Becky, which is like a whole situation type of deal. That's something she says, I'm sorry. It's fucked up. Like, it's really fucked up. Oh god, I hope my family doesn't come home. Becky broke up with her, and then a week later she had this new girl we call Wifey. Other names for her are Alex, Wipey, Feline, Jade, which none of those are her real name, but AmberLynn actually doxed her in one of her live stream titles she used to live stream back in 2021 after the breakup with Becky. Well, she promised Becky to pay her, but she never did, but that's still another whole topic, which is fucking cringe. She dated this new girl from New York, the state New York, and then she moved in, and AmberLynn was the happiest she's ever been. Wifey gave her the support she never had. She wanted her to lose weight, and she was so happy, and everything was just perfect. And she shit on Becky because Becky never supported her in that way. And yeah, she's just a toxic ex-girlfriend, let's be real. Everything was just fucking boring from that point on. Like, nothing really happened. There were no big controversies, except like the one time she started Ozempic, and like she lost weight in the beginning of the relationship. She really did, and that's something positive. Like for 3 months or something, she really lost weight, and she was motivated to lose weight, and then it changed. Like, she just gained weight again, and they went to order out every single meal of the day, every day of the week. She just ordered out. They never cooked at home. I'm pretty sure Wifey gained weight as well, because how could you not with this lifestyle? If you just eat 3 meals a day, everything just ordered out, just take out, or just going to fast food places to eat there, you will gain weight. You're just sitting at home, not doing anything, not walking Twinkie, like you gain weight. Wifey, oh god, walked Twinkie. Like, AmberLynn said she was going to walk Twinkie, but she never did. Like, there are several videos of Wifey walking Twinkie, that the haters did. And none of these is AmberLynn Reid, just to be seen. Then the first controversial thing that happened was that Amber tore her ligaments. She was outside and tripped on a curb, twisted her ankle and tore some ligaments. I know from my own experience that's something that can happen very that just can happen. I walked over a schoolyard, tripped, and tore the ligaments in my foot as well. That did not stop me, because if you actually tear your ligaments, it's not as well as overbending them. Like, if they're overstretched, it hurts way more than actually tearing them. I was back walking like 3 days later on a convention. My doctor said that's not good, but I did it anyways because I like my mobility. Amber apparently does not, because she just stayed in her bed, like, did nothing. I had a sheen. Is it a sheen? I have no idea what it's called in English, but I had this thing that stabilized my foot, my ankle. that allowed me to actually put some pressure on it with arm crutches. Like I had crutches I had to use, and I did use them, but like 3 days later I ditched them and just walked around normally, which, as I said, isn't good, and I have problems with my foot, which come from me being stupid as a teenager. But she just sat there and did nothing, and wifey had to do everything for her, which she always had to do everything for Amber. But yeah. Then in July, the beginning of July, oh no, wait, last year around this time, Amber started with weight loss surgery. Amber has a history of going to do weight loss surgery and then ditching the surgeon, and not doing the surgery, like not proceeding doing the surgery. So we were all surprised when she brought up the weight loss surgery arc again, and she found a clinic. She was willing to switch her insurance, and then it was like, oh yeah, in Kentucky, insurance don't cover weight loss surgery at all anymore, so she has to pay from her own pocket. And then she started up saving because it was about $30,000. But she never really stopped doing anything to start saving because she still ordered out all the time. She still spent all her money on stupid, like, Amazon gifts, advent calendars for wifey. She just ordered stupid stuff that she didn't need, which wasn't surprising for us haters, but she still did that anyway. Then Amber followed this, like, weight loss surgery arc through. She had to go through a therapist. She was diagnosed with binge eating disorder. I'm using this term diagnosed with AmberLynn very loosely because it doesn't mean anything. Because then she learned that if she has an ED, like, diagnosed by a professional, she is not allowed to do weight loss surgery for a whole year. She has to be binge free, which is part of a binge eating disorder. Like, you binge, you eat a big amount of calories and food in a small time and do that over and over again. Like, that's binging. And she did that, like, daily. And then she was like, oh yeah, my therapist said I'm not binging, I'm just overeating. And that's how she could have gotten the weight loss surgery sooner. She wanted it before summer, so that was like another weird thing. Because she said, like, I'm self-pay, so they should follow my wishes and not just do their standard procedure or something like that. Girl, that's not how that works, but okay. She went to this, and she did not went there. Like, those consultations with the psychologist were online, I'm pretty sure, because she never left the house. She was housebound again. Like, we never saw her outside. She never took the camera out. She never vlogged outside. Like, everything happened in her apartment, where she didn't even do anything. She just sat there and made herself ready. She put on makeup, she put on clothes just to be at home. Bitch, I'm at home. I'm wearing a hoodie and fuzzy pants. Okay, I'm not going outside. I'm sick. I'm not going outside. I look like a hobo, which is not. I think actual homeless people look better than me right now. I'm sorry that they're homeless. I'm sorry, that was something so disrespectful to say. Like, she got ready for nothing, really. And, like, she had those 12 therapist sessions, and then she never followed through with weight loss surgery, which is not a big surprise. She never does. But then the breakup with wifey came. Oh god, I'm tired. I'm sorry. Ugh. And then wifey broke up with her on the Independence Day, July 4th, before the fireworks. And that girl was done with Amber, because if you like someone, if you still like someone, you break up with them after something memorable happened, because if you do that before, you ruin that experience. And she gave a fuck about Amber's experience. Girl, I like her. she did the best for herself to get out of there. Then we never saw the hand talking again after that. Like, apparently she was still there, because they did like a Q&A afterwards, after they broke up. Like 3 vlogs after that, there was a podcast where they talked about the breaking up thing, and Amber said that it was a mutual breakup, and then redeemed that statement like a month later. And they were moving out of the apartment, and I'm pretty sure Amber lived there alone for a while, because, as I said before, wifey was never to be seen again. I'm sorry, I'm disgusting, I'm sick. And then Amber moved out of the apartment, and wifey, a girl that's a stranger to us and not in a relationship with Amber anymore, drove Amber 15 hours from Kentucky to Oklahoma City into her new apartment. Bitch, I hope you paid her. Like, get that girl some money. Give her money. She drove you 15 hours into a whole ass new state for your new apartment. Girl, what the fuck? And now she apparently has a new girlfriend, or a new girl that she talked to. And in the beginning of the relationship with wifey, she said that wifey was polyamorous, and wifey became monogam for Amber, because Amber did not want a polyamorous relationship. And now in the end, because wifey's not talking to Amber anymore, and Amber said she hurt her with falling in love with a new girl, this whole narrative changed, because now she said she asked wifey to be poly with her, and that new girl that Amber liked, loved, was in a relationship with... no one knows anything about that girl either. We never heard her voice, nothing like that, so it could be nothing. Like, it could be a hater playing to be interested in her. But yeah, there's like, or enough. It didn't even happen. That could also be something. And Amber is problematic as ever. Like, she's drinking with her recovering alcoholic mother around her, because Amber moved to Oklahoma City to have her mother around her, which is good. I love my mom. I don't ever want to move like far away of my mom. But Amber never had a close relationship with her mother, because she was a drug addict and alcoholic. That's why Amber and her 2 brothers ended up in foster care. And it's so disrespectful to be drinking around your recovering alcoholic mother. Like, my grandmother was an alcoholic. We never had alcohol visible at a place where my grandma visited, we never like cooked with wine because it is disrespectful towards my late grandmother. She passed away in 2015. But like we never had anything that could remind her of her alcoholism at our place when she visited, which is respectful. And we never drank around her, and like I never drank around her, especially because I was 13 when she died. But my dad and my mother never drank around her. My uncle never drank around her. Like we never had alcohol near us, and we never had an alcohol, and they never smelled like alcohol, because they never drank before meeting her or anything. And Amber actually drank regularly in the last month that she lived there, and was around her mother every day. Like she got drunk on YouTube videos, in several YouTube videos. She said, oh, "I'm going to get drunk now. I have these buzz balls and just consume them and get drunk," which actually is so disrespectful. And she's popping the gummies again. Like she has Delta 8 gummies, which are weed gummies. As I said, her mother was an alcohol and drug addict in the past, and she's recovering from that. And Amber is popping the gummies again. Like she said that in one of her Instagram stories. Girl, don't be that disrespectful. It's your own family this time. What the fuck? I'm so fed up with this shit, but I can't get out of the Amberverse because I love those reaction channels. I have my 2-3 that I watch like daily, and they're just the sweetest people ever. And I hate that, like, I'm so sorry for that mother of Amber, for her to having to do all that stuff for Amber. Amber is visiting the church for her mother, but now she's going to fucking casinos. Why? You want a gambling edition? You nearly had one last year when wifey got you those scratch off tickets, and you just bought new ones and new ones and new ones and new ones. That's the start of an addiction. And don't forget your food addiction. You said when you moved to Oklahoma, like she said when she moved to Oklahoma, that she wants to start that she wants new habits, like not ordering out, not having takeout every time, that she wants to cook. She never cooked once, like not a real meal. She just cooked some pork chops in her air fryer. That's not food. That's a snack, maybe. That's not a meal. Says the person who doesn't eat themselves. Like, I don't really eat something. I had leftovers for breakfast from last night's dinner. It's now 3 p.m. and that's the only thing I've eaten. But I don't care. Like, that's not a meal. Eat some veggies. At least eat some veggies, okay? It's not that hard to cook at home. You can even sit down if you like to prepare the meals. Like, I don't even care, but just please take care of yourself. But she doesn't want to lose weight like she's been gaining. She uses slimming filters, and they don't work. Because if she is not faced really forward into the camera, you can see those filters not working, like the glitch, and you can see how round her face actually is. She's been thirst trapping on TikTok for another caretaker. Yeah, if she really wants, like, she has 3 new love interests, apparently, and she still wants wifey back, but I think that girl's gone for good. And I really hope that for wifey, that she's gone for good, because no one deserves such a toxic relationship. Let's be real. I'm sorry to say let's be real for that often, but my brain's not really working. It's fuzzy from all the smother that is in my ear. like it's sitting here and it hurts. I have a headache from it, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that was my take on AmberLynn's. Like, it was an update. Maybe I want to do another deep dive soon with like really research stuff. I'm not in a place right now with me being still sick. Maybe if I feel better I can do that. If not, I'm sorry. But this time I won't really be promising this. I hope you enjoyed this video of me just rambling about AmberLynn Reid for a second time in 2 years. See you. Love you. Have a fun one. Bye.